Hello everyone, we're here on lawfulrebellion.info. Now, I only come across this a few months ago, to be fair, and what it is there's a group of barons that petitioned the Queen and triggered Magna Carta Article 61. This was in 2001, believe it or not, which you didn't get to hear about, did you? Certainly wasn't in the media, BBC or ITV or any of them, but I think it was published in a newspaper somewhere, but it was very tamed down as usual. So, but this is exactly what I'm going to be doing very soon, entering into Lawful Rebellion. And basically what you do, you send the barons this template. Basically, you're in full knowledge of treason being committed in Parliament by delivering the sovereign people of this common law land into the hands of foreign powers, i.e. the United Nations. So we're all aware of what this is going on, but the only word I don't particularly like in there is obey the lords. Well, I'm not finding out I'm a slave and then finding out how to totally free myself and become sovereign to give it back to these people. So that's the only thing I don't particularly like. But at the end of the day, if they're not under common law, which is exactly what it states, you just disregard the contract or it's null and void. But you need 3 witnesses to witness the document. What I'm going to do is print this as an original in some parchment paper, fill it all out, get it signed, get it witnessed, and then I shall keep that copy for myself and then send a copy of this to the barons. There's a list of the barons down here, but this is the bit in Article 61. In fact, I'll get the PDF for that as well. And let anyone in the land who wishes to take an oath to obey the orders of the said 25 barons of the execution of the foresaid matters, and with them to distress us as much as he can, and we publicly and freely give anyone leave to take the oath who wishes to take it, and we will never prohibit anyone from taking it. So more or less swear your allegiance to these barons, and the more people that swear their allegiance to these is going to force the barons to do something. I believe they're waiting for a certain amount of people. I don't know, I'm going to have to look into this. This is, like I said, I only come across this a few months ago, and I like pretty much everything to do with this. You send it recorded delivery to the barons, and then you go onto the Royal Mail tracker, download their signature. Once you know that it's in their hands, you're in Lawful Rebellion. Now, where's the list gone? Here we are. There's the list of the barons. So, I mean, it's a very, very good website. You've just got to look around it. There's a whole list of barons here. Look, saying they're definitely accepting. So pick the one of the barons that's closest to where you live. You send up recorded delivery and put an address SEA for yourself, so he can reply to you. But then once you're in Lawful Rebellion, you then I can't think of what it's called now. Notice of something. You inform the council. There it is. That's the one. Notice of lawful objection, which you give it to the police. Again, these are all templates. You can click these and fill it in yourself. And then it's you're telling the police, the council, that you're solely standing under Article 61, the Magna Carta, and you are entering lawful rebellion, and therefore you're not liable for taxes. Because everyone needs to understand the difference between lawful and legal. Anything legal or illegal is all these rubber stamping acts, statutes that these make up. Rubber stamp them, which is all part of a corporation law, which needs everybody's consent. Common law is lawful, and that's what you're standing under. The basic common law. Do not do anybody any harm or cause anybody any loss. And that's the difference. Understand. Lawful is common law. Legal is corporation, man-made laws that need your consent. So you send one of these to the police. That's as soon as you know that the Lord or the Baron that you're sending your oath to has received your oath. So you're then lawfully in lawful rebellion. And then obviously these, like, you it's either man or woman. Oh, I can't. That's not the. There is one that you can alter. Just download it. And then there's one to the government department, like the council. Same letter. And then there's other letters as well. And there's a copy of the letter and the petition that the barons submitted to the Queen, and there's the date there, 24th of March. That's before 9/11. So it's a very informative website. There's loads on here what to do. Then regarding things like TV licence, you send them a notice of conditional acceptance, and what that means is, okay, I accept I owe you a debt if you can lawfully prove that I, the human man or woman, owes this debt. And they can't, because it's a statute, it's an act, and it needs your consent. So they cannot provide that evidence. So you can send that for a TV licence not to pay. The same with the council. So there's the fillable version of that. Just download. I think this is where you can fill that bit out. Yeah, this is it. So you just click the drop down. Then when you've put all your details in, just save it onto your hard drive. Obviously you need to print it off, but keep a copy. And then you should get a letter back from the Barons, I think, within a couple of months. So, but once you're in Lawful Rebellion, you put the police and the council on notice, and basically you're telling them that you are solely under common law, and if they wish to communicate with you, they must be under common law. If they come to your house not under common law, you can issue them a bill, because you include a fee schedule should the council or the police come to your property, get in contact with you, and they're not following common law. So you're putting these people on the spot to follow common law, and if they don't, you invoice them and you bill them for thousands and millions, because it's fraud what they're doing. And until people wake up and see this for themselves, you're not going to be able to do anything, because you can't see it. The government is a corporation. It's just making up laws for all the buddies, all the MPs, to fund their business. Taxes, VAT, this, that and the other. They are just blatantly ripping everybody off. Man, woman and child. So, understand common law and how you're linked to a corporation. The birth certificate is your straw man, which is their corporation. They've made your straw man a corporation. So understand the difference between legal and lawful, how they link you, your name, to a corporation via your birth certificate, and basically stand up for common law. It's above corporation laws. No corporation is above any man or woman, and these are trying to enforce these laws upon everybody without your consent. They're all complicit in this, the councils, the government, the police. And when I mean the police and the councils, I mean the top people. I don't mean the brain dead on reception. They haven't got a fucking clue. It's like the normal person working in the council, like they are in the banks. Hiya, happy day, how you doing? How about fuck off? Apologies, but the banks, they really pee me off. Another con. Fractional reserve lending. I digress. A bit off topic. This is what I'll be doing. I've ordered some parchment paper and a few other bits, and I shall be send in my oath to one of the barons, record it, deliver it, and put a self-addressed envelope for it so he can reply to you. But from what I've heard from people, it roughly takes a couple of months. I suppose they check you out, I don't know. But once they receive it, you're in lawful rebellion. And then you put the police and council on notice, tell them that you're under, and because of these barons have triggered Article 61 or Chapter 61 of the Magna Carta, nobody should have been paying taxes from that moment, 2001. We shouldn't be paying any form of tax since that moment, even though we shouldn't be paying for it in the first place. So the whole country should be in lawful rebellion, and it's every man, woman and child's duty to enter it lawfully, and you can lawfully disrupt the government bodies as much as you wish, as long as it's lawful. I mean, that's like not paying your council tax. I've done this video simply because a lot of my friends are trying to wake up. But you could say they're ex-friends now. They don't bother. They're absolutely stupid. I just cannot believe my so-called friends and family. What a complete... Ugh. Anyhow, that's another story. I know what I'm seeing, and I'm backing everything up what I'm telling them with proof, and they just don't want to know. So anyone who wants to look after themselves and their families, that are awake and understand what I'm telling you is the truth, this is the way I'm going to go. I know then the council and the police have been put on notice. It's even driving your car. They stop you, it's exactly the same. They must be under common law. So as long as you're not driving around like a lunatic, realistically they're not going to be stopping you. So it's a very good website. I hope this has helped anyone. This is what I'm going to be doing. I've already not paid my council tax for over 6 months now, but I didn't really come across this till recently, but I'll just keep sending it back, return to sender. That Mr. is not my title, etc. Spread the word, everyone. Thanks for watching.